In the early hours of October 17, 2024, an extraordinary deployment of American airpower materialized over Yemen. The United States Air Force's massive B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, an aircraft valued at over $2 billion, descended upon territory controlled by Houthi rebels to strike 5 underground weapons storage locations. Under the cover of darkness, the Spirit's bombs rained down on facilities around Yemen's capital, Sanaa, and the northern city of Saada, marking the first B-2 attack in the country's history. With only 19 B-2s remaining in service, the selection of the aircraft for this mission raised immediate questions. The Houthis possessed only rudimentary air defenses, hardly the kind of sophisticated threat the stealth bomber was designed to penetrate. Yet the use of such a rare and powerful bomber against these targets suggested that perhaps this attack was designed to send shockwaves far beyond its immediate tactical objectives. The B-2 Spirit. The B-2 Spirit represents the pinnacle of American bomber technology. First entering service in 1997, its capabilities are nothing short of remarkable. It can carry 40,000 pounds of ordnance while flying at altitudes of up to 50,000 feet. Without aerial refueling, the bomber can traverse 6,000 nautical miles, and with mid-air refueling operations every 6 hours, its range becomes virtually limitless. The aircraft requires a crew of just 2, a pilot and a mission commander, who can alternate rest periods during long missions using the bomber's small sleeping compartment. Interestingly, this extraordinary aircraft exhibits no conventional fuselage or tail, instead utilizing a distinctive flying wing design that presents minimal angles to reflect radar waves back to their source. Without vertical surfaces to bounce signals laterally, the aircraft maintains an extremely low radar profile from all angles. This inherently stealthy shape is enhanced by radar-absorbing materials and special anti-reflective paint, achieving a radar cross-section of just 0.1 square meters, making it appear no larger than a bird on enemy radar screens. The bomber's undersides are painted in darker shades because it flies at such high altitudes, allowing it to blend with the dark sky when viewed from below. When approaching potentially defended airspace, pilots can stealth up the aircraft through classified procedures, making it even harder to detect. The B-2 remains vulnerable to visual detection only at ranges of 23 miles or less. Yet perhaps the B-2's most significant feature lies in its unique ability to carry the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP. This 30,000-pound class weapon represents the United States' most powerful conventional bunker-busting bomb. The MOP's warhead contains over 5,300 pounds of explosives, combining AFX-757 and PBXN-114 compounds to maximize its penetrating ability. Development of this extraordinary weapon began after analysis of previous bunker-busting bombs used in Iraq revealed inadequate penetration against hardened targets. Able to carry 2 MOPs simultaneously, the B-2 remains the only aircraft in the U.S. arsenal capable of delivering these specialized weapons designed to destroy deeply buried, hardened targets. The Yemen mission. This combination of stealth technology and bunker-busting capabilities made the B-2 Spirit uniquely suited for its mission over Yemen on October 17th. The hardened underground weapons facilities that the strikes targeted were used by Houthi militants for over a year to launch reckless and unlawful attacks against the United States and other international vessels, both military and civilian, transiting the Red Sea, the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, and the Gulf of Aden. In September, they claimed to have attacked 3 United States Navy warships with missiles and drones, though the Pentagon later denied that any U.S. vessels had actually been hit. The risk of falling victim to Houthi aggression led many major shipping companies to abandon these vital waterways entirely, creating significant disruptions to global trade. Yet Houthi violence has not been limited to maritime targets. Claiming a desire to show solidarity with the Palestinian people amid the conflict in Gaza, they have also turned their attention to Israel, carrying out attacks on locations deep within the country's borders. Ben Gurion International, Israel's main airport, was targeted by Houthi missiles, while a drone attack on Tel Aviv claimed 1 person's life. Against this backdrop of escalating hostility, the United States chose to deploy the sophisticated B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. The B-2's precision strikes on the 5 underground weapons facilities demonstrated U.S. determination to protect international shipping lanes and respond to the threats against its allies. In the aftermath of the bomb strikes, the Houthis' reaction came swiftly. Their political bureau issued a statement declaring, quote, "We confirm that American aggression will not pass without a response." Meanwhile, United States Central Command confirmed that no civilian casualties had resulted from their actions, while emphasizing that the mission successfully degraded the Houthis' capability to continue their destabilizing behavior in the region. The message. However, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin revealed the mission's deeper significance, possibly implying that they went beyond the borders of Yemen. He declared, quote, "This was a unique demonstration of the United States' ability to target facilities that our adversaries seek to keep out of reach, no matter how deeply buried, underground, hardened, or fortified." The drive to protect crucial military assets by burying them underground has shaped warfare for generations. During the Cold War, both the United States and the Soviet Union invested heavily in hardened underground command centers designed to survive nuclear attacks. Yet in modern times, one country in particular is using modern tunneling technology to reach new depths for its own nuclear program: Iran. Though the country has been a major antagonist of the United States for several decades, regional tensions have escalated following the country's October 1st missile attack on Israel. The B-2 strikes delivered a powerful message about America's ability to neutralize deeply buried facilities, a capability of particular relevance to Iran's nuclear program, which has evolved at an alarming pace since the collapse of its nuclear deal with world powers in 2018. Deep within Iran's Zagros Mountains, engineers have constructed a network of underground tunnels near the Natanz nuclear site. Recent satellite imagery reveals these facilities lie between 260 and 328 feet beneath the surface, potentially beyond the publicly stated penetration capability of even the massive GBU-57 MOP bombs. The Pentagon has acknowledged these bunker busters can burrow approximately 200 feet underground, though newer variants may reach deeper. Working together, two B-2s would be able to deliver up to 4 of these weapons, attacking targets repeatedly to bore through layers of rock and reinforced concrete. This tactic of sequential strikes allows each subsequent bomb to penetrate deeper through the hole created by previous impacts. The MOP's sophisticated GPS guidance systems ensure multiple weapons can strike exactly the same point, gradually defeating even the most formidable underground defenses. For Iran's military planners, the Yemen operation served as a stark demonstration of the United States' willingness to employ its most sophisticated weapons against underground facilities. A reminder that even the most protected Iranian sites could potentially be vulnerable to American airpower. While the Houthi installations may have been modest targets for such overwhelming force, the message to Iran was unmistakable. Impact on the future. In the future, it seems likely that missions to destroy hardened underground targets will be carried out by an even more advanced bomber, the Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider, which the United States Air Force plans to introduce as the replacement for its current B-2 fleet in 2032. Though the B-21 will only be able to carry one MOP compared to the pair which the B-2 can deploy, it represents a major leap in stealth bomber technology. Described as the world's first sixth-generation aircraft, the B-21 features more advanced internal systems than its predecessor and boasts a longer range despite its smaller size. At the same time, the threat posed by Iran in the Middle East also continues to evolve. The country now produces many of its weapon components indigenously, and its nuclear program is advancing rapidly. According to United Nations inspectors, the country has produced uranium particles at its Fordo fuel enrichment plant that are 83.7% pure, approaching the 90% threshold required for weapons-grade material. British and German ambassadors to the nuclear watchdog described these findings as unprecedented and grave. By February 2024, according to the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, Iran had accumulated enough enriched uranium to construct several nuclear bombs, which would make it set to become the Middle East region's first new nuclear power since Israel. This development, combined with the country's growing network of underground facilities, has added new urgency to the United States' demonstration of its bunker-busting capabilities. As tensions continue to escalate across the Middle East, the October 2024 B-2 Spirit strikes on Yemen could prove to be just the opening move in a dangerous new chapter of conflict in the region. With each foot Iran burrows deeper into the mountains, and each advancement in American weapons technology, this troubled part of the world might be gradually edging closer to a confrontation that could shake the foundations of the Earth itself. With the already precarious stability of the region becoming even more delicate with each passing incident, the question increasingly seems to be not if these two opposing forces will meet directly, but when.